The Marketing Funnel Strategy Show. More leads. More sales. More predictability.
Introducing Jared Hyman, sales and marketing expert. Introducing Serena Carley, marketing and outsourcing expert.
Hey there, and welcome to the Marketing Funnels and Strategy Show for Monday, the 9th of August, 2021. How you doing today, Serena?
I'm doing great. My God, the 9th of August already. August, September, October. It's how many times have we said, oh my God, it's nearly Christmas?
It's nearly Christmas. Oh my God, it's nearly Christmas. Oh my God, it's nearly Christmas. We said it 3 times.
Well,
I said it 2, you said it once, because I didn't say it the full amount the first time. Yeah.
Crazy.
So really, sorry?
Crazy
times we're in. So super excited for today's episode, guys. As per the usual, you guys know we don't promote this. We don't advertise it. We literally just bring value to you guys every Monday and every Friday. So jump on, share it. If we give you some value or we make you laugh or you just think we're cool people, just share it out to everybody that you know so we can get the word out there. There's not too many places on the internet you can get so much free value every single week, and we're coming at you 2 times per week. So today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about a few things today. Because let's face it, a lot of people rely on channels for marketing, right? Take us, for example. We do a lot of Facebook marketing, right? We also do a lot of Google. We do a lot of email marketing. We do a lot of text message marketing. But let's face it, there's a lot of businesses out there today. Pardon? And Instagram. Yes. And Instagram. Don't forget Instagram. Let's face it though, these days, right? There's a lot of people talking about advertising and doing advertising in general, but a lot of people don't have a backup plan if one channel was to close down. A lot of people have got like huge followings on Instagram, right? And I've seen this, huge followings on Instagram. They're not across any other channels or following them in any other way, in any shape or form. Then boom, account gets shut down. They can't get the account back. And the problem with that is that whole channel goes down and they're starting from scratch. They've got no followers on Facebook. They've got no email list. They haven't been using as much paid advertising as they would have, as they should have, right? And what happens is there's no backup plan. There's no hedging against your current strategy in place. Now, a lot of businesses don't think about risk mitigation when they are marketing their business. And this should be the first thing that comes into your marketing strategy when you first think about or start to go into the marketing realm. Too many people have, big followings on one channel. It's not across other channels. All of a sudden, that channel gets closed down and they've got to literally start from scratch. And that's a real problem because what are you going to do? I mean, I know what my plan is if Facebook was to shut down, right? We just run this as a full YouTube show, which we've got it streaming on YouTube as well as we are running it on Facebook. If our YouTube was to shut down, we'd just continue running it on Facebook like we are right now. You've got to have a risk mitigation plan into your marketing as well. And you've got to have a way to be able to source business should a channel get shut down. Because let's face it, I know heaps of people that have had followings on Facebook and then all of a sudden, boom, Facebook's decided you've breached some rules, cancel, you can never be on this platform again because you're not meeting our community standards. And the same things happen on YouTube. The same things happen on Instagram. So if you haven't got some type of risk mitigation plan into your marketing, right? If you're not doing risk mitigation in your marketing, you're setting yourself up to fail. And you've got to ask yourself this question. So if you've got nothing from any other live stream that we've ever done, right? But you're watching this one and you get asked this question: if this channel was to close down, if my current marketing channel was to close down, what's the plan? Okay. Think about that today. Don't wait until it happens. And then when it does happen, you find yourself in a mad scramble trying to work out what to do. It's the same as if you're running on your whole business on referrals at the moment. Speak to a lot of people that say, hey, I'm doing get a lot of referral business. I mean, that's great. But what if that one marketing channel was to completely dry up for not only 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months in a row? Because people, might go into a state of panic and looking after themselves and not referring business because they're too busy or whatever, right? Things can happen. And in this type of climate, Serena, I'm sure you'll probably understand as well, right? It's like in this climate, things are unpredictable. And if you are relying on one source of ways to generate leads and speak to new people, you could be the shortest track to going nowhere, right?
Yeah. And I was thinking as you were sort of talking as well, I mean, obviously we have things in place for if that happens, but, it's really hard to sort of work out what I think for some people, different platforms will have different different platforms will have different effects on different businesses. So not all platforms will work for all businesses. The majority do work for the most of the business, but there are the different ones that tend to need to have some sort of different style that they use. So it's really hard to work out which are the best platforms and how you keep on top of all of them all the way through. So that if one goes down, you do have your backup still working for you. And, if you are on one platform, what else do you have set up that can still be working for you on your platform if you lose one section of that platform, so to speak? So I think that's the main question, is how to do that, how to get across all the platforms easily without spending your whole time working on it every day. And also what to do if a certain section, like if you've only got one, say, profile or one aspect on that platform, what's your next choice if that goes down? Or they block you or switch you off or something.
Yeah, because it could just be like just your Facebook page is shut down completely. So what do you do next? You got a Facebook group. Okay, so that's where your contacts or your followers have gone into, a free Facebook group, right? Bigger picture to all of this too. I know a lot of businesses that are just focusing purely on, paid advertising online to bring in new clients, and, referrals online or in person or existing relationships to be able to expand. I mean, traditionally, a lot of large corporations had relied on account managers where their main role was to source new business, and they didn't even use online to source new business. It was like walk into a shop, walk into a farmyard, walk into a doctor's office, whatever, introduce themselves and pass across a card. I mean, that's purely another way that you can kind of hedge against your advertising costs every single month and generate additional leads and additional people that want your product, your service. So a large percentage of, online, there's several different ways to do online, right? But every strategy has to have a different, a few different aspects to it. And it needs to be personalized in some way for the platform, the strategy, the way that you're doing it. So, even if you're doing paid advertising right now, and that's a large percentage of what you do, you got to hedge that against some other form to get yourself out there more, right? Like for us, we do email marketing, we do text message marketing. So it's not only also our lists, right? We do use our own lists, but we actually have regular marketing channels outside of our own email list. We've got other access to other email lists, right? That we have permission to be able to distribute content to, etc., or events and things like that. So what's your existing relationships outside of the existing to be able to help you expand? I'll give you an idea. One of our clients just recently, a large percentage of the traffic they get to their business all comes from a Facebook group, right? So part of the strategy you can put in place is the utilization of a team of outreach experts or customer service representatives or whatever you want. That's sole main process, strategy, system thing that they do is to outreach to specific people that are joining these groups and find out who wants to learn more, who wants to do more aligned with their product and service of their company, etc. And we're seeing 10 to 20 people organically without paid advertising hit in these groups, right? So you got to find ways to kind of hedge or accelerate or monetize the current traffic that your business is getting, because every business is getting traffic in multiple ways, but they're just not utilizing it. So you got to find other ways to be able to also hedge against the paid advertising costs for your business. Because some of these strategies are really good for corporations, large corporations, right? If they're great for that, it should also be good enough for you as well as a small business owner or an individual sole entrepreneur, or you might have a few team members, right, in your business. Either one, it should be good enough for all of you, right, to be able to hedge your online against traditional marketing methods, so you have more than one channel coming through, right, of leads to your business. Because it's a real thing. One platform shuts down, 90% of businesses are probably going to be, excuse my French, fucked. Not a nice feeling to be in.
True. They'd have to quickly scramble and get something else happening in another format, so another platform or something like that, if they haven't already got it going. So how do they cope with dealing with all the platforms and trying to keep the whole lot running?
Well, that's another thing that someone's got to obviously take into account, right? The best thing is just to get a social media manager, someone that takes care of your posting and things like that, someone that creates your content, someone that takes care of that process, obviously. Because, if you're a sole entrepreneur, right, your main goal is to be doing income generating activities, which find people that are interested and turning it into cash. Like, that should be your main focus if you're a sole entrepreneur. So getting somebody else to take care of the management makes a lot more sense, so you can kind of focus on other things. Okay.
And also, obviously being a sole entrepreneur, cash flow is a problem. That's when you outsource.
Exactly. And this is the thing. You got to find where there's a will, there's a way. You can find a way to be able to make something work. And risk mitigation is something that people just don't talk about or don't even really think about, because they're so in the moment of, hey, let's just get leads, let's just generate leads, let's just find some more leads, let's close those leads, let's qualify people. People are caught in this moment, but it can change like this, where a platform gets shut down, an ads account gets shut down. You got to have risk mitigation in place, like even with your ads accounts, right? A way to be able to create an additional ad account, okay? A backup ad account in some way, shape, or form is also part of risk mitigation around marketing, right? Google, you're running Google ads, YouTube ads, right? You got to have a way to be able to hedge what it is that you're currently doing. You need to know where your clients are hanging out and start doing some of that. LinkedIn is another option, right? Another platform. But you need to find a couple of I would say normally the best is 2 main platforms where you do a lot of your paid advertising, right, that aren't linked. And I think Facebook and Instagram are linked, right? They're all part of the Facebook group, whereas they're both individual platforms looked at differently and things like that. Very different platforms. They're still linked in some way, shape, or form. So if you get shut off from Facebook ads and shut down Facebook pages, you're going to have a little bit of a limitation around your Instagram as well, you know, and the ability to be able to spend money on advertising and things like that as well, because it's linked, right? So, you know, you got to have another way. We do Google AdWords as a hedge against our Facebook ads. We do email marketing to hedge against our other advertising that we're doing. We have a calling team whose sole main focus is around generating, you know, people that are interested in the product and selling those and selling those into appointments and things like that from there. But we're also bringing in other avenues to it now as well, where we're going to be growing our groups a lot more, our Facebook group. And that's going to then hedge against other marketing activities we're doing as another way to be able to stay in front of ideal clients, be seen more regularly, these types of things as well. We're actually going to be dropping a lot of exclusive content just for the group as well, because the groups are a little bit different. We just want to give a little bit more exclusivity around content for that. If anyone wants to join our group, of course, you can. It's Business Warriors, Social Media Strategies for Service-Based Businesses. You guys can get access to that. We'll drop a link into the comments so you can grab that as well. But, you know, these are the little things that your business needs to think about. There's no right or wrong way to think about this. It's just, what areas are you going to focus? What's your plan to, mitigate risk around advertising? How are you going to hedge your current paid advertising with strategies to be able to generate more leads from what you've got, right? So you can get referral business off your current social media marketing campaigns. You can partner up with your clients that are coming through that buy from you, etc., like that. There's multiple different ways to be able to hedge your ad spend against other strategy, right? So part of bigger picture with all of this, if you're a successful business owner, you're generating leads currently online, or maybe you're looking into generating leads online, the best way to do it is to just basically go to somebody who can kind of help you plan this out and map it out better. Because if you can get this really mapped out, personalized for you as to, hey, this is what you're going to do to generate leads, this is the way that you're going to reduce risk around what it is that you do from a lead generation perspective as well. What you'll do in return is, you know, if the platform did shut down, and if you all of a sudden lead generation dried up for you on one platform, you've got another way to be able to do it. One thing that I learned really, really early in the business game, very, very unpredictable when it comes to advertising. Everything goes well one week, the next week it's bow, bow, and you're in the bad books, you're blacklisted, you are shut down really quickly. And it doesn't matter what type of business you are, right? If the platform goes, no, don't like it, sees one thing, doesn't matter what your history was like, gone, right? So you've got to have some way to be able to reduce the risk of your business not having the leads that it needs coming through, but more importantly, what comes from those leads? Revenue. You do not want to get into the point where, you know, lead generation dries up completely, platforms get shut down, and you cannot operate the way that you want to. Nothing worse than having to start again. Serena, anything you want to add to the conversation today?
No, my thing, I think, like, you know, when with all your social media platforms, it pays to have a personal and business profile, and sort of have them linked up as well, so that you're working from both of them, just in case, you know, something goes down. and sometimes even a second profile, to have. I always have one as a backup just in case one gets shut, because we have so many businesses that it's attached to. So I like to have that second backup there as well too. Your business one, your social groups, you can have different types of group. Your page also, so that's another way of keeping in touch, so that you can instantly message people on social media. Of course, there's LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure that's fairly safe anyway, unless you break the golden rules. YouTube's easy to get kicked off, so it'd be good to have one, under different categories even in YouTube, and go to all the platforms with them. Instagram, well, once again, personal name, business name, category name, it's just going to stay on top of them. But it does pay, because different people search different things. So if you're using niche keywords and stuff like that, then you can get as many people across as possible. And also, when you're getting them across, getting them into an email database is important, because that way you have full contact with people. Now, if something does go wrong with someone, you can instantly set something up and send it out to your whole database. So it's really good to try and work that way of having them in places where you can access them if you do disappear somewhere. So that's about it. And did I say no again at the beginning? I always say no and then come up with something.
Yes, you do.
It's a bad habit.
You did. That's okay. I think we're all used to it now, Serena.
Yeah. And I notice I do it. I don't know why. No, not really. But,
Oh, dear. Awesome, guys. Well, look, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you found some value of it, please share it with other people so we can get the word out. As I said, we don't advertise or anything like that. This particular show, every single week, 2 times a week, 1 p.m. Perth time, 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. New Zealand, every single Monday and Friday, we are live. And we want to give you guys what's working right now in advertising, how you can go about generating more leads, how you can go about becoming more profitable with your online advertising. But more importantly, right, never get into a point where you are completely dry, have no leads, and don't know where the next sale is going to come from for your business, and being a little bit more predictable around your business as well, so you can get the growth that you want, right? So thanks so much for tuning in. And I just want you to remember one thing. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day you must get out there. Every single day you must take action. Every single day you must make it happen. And remember to be the warrior. I'll see you on Friday. Make sure you tune in live. Join the Facebook group. We'll speak soon. Ciao.
See you then.